I don't look at life as being age. I look at life as energy. And you don't bring your age to the table, you bring your energy to the table.
Paul is 9-0 in his boxing career. That fight will be live streamed July 20th.
Netflix live combat sports. This is the first one. Is it the only one? Obviously, we know about WWE.
I mean, look at how he is now, right? You remember how he was then?
Of course.
You'd pants if this guy.
You know what I'm saying?
Can this kid fight?
Now, can he fight Mike Tyson? This is a different story.
No, I ain't saying Mike Tyson. Can this kid fight?
I don't know. Let's see what he can go in there and put together a training camp and come in. And I don't like to see guys fighting it.
Fight one of the greatest fighters, and then sell out a big arena for no reason.
Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson. All right, buckle up because we've got some heavyweight action brewing. You've probably heard of Jake Paul, aka the problem child, right? Well, get ready because he's about to step into the ring with none other than the legendary Mike Tyson himself. It's July 20th, and all eyes are on the AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Why? Because that's where the showdown of the century is going down. And guess what? You don't even need to leave your couch because Netflix is bringing all the action right to your screen. Yep, you heard that right. Live broadcast on Netflix. Now let's talk about why this match is such a big deal. Jake Paul isn't just your average YouTuber turned boxer anymore. He's out here trying to prove himself as a real deal in the boxing world. And what better way to do that than by taking on one of the most feared fighters in history? That's where Mike Tyson comes in. The man, the myth, the legend. Tyson's name alone strikes fear into the hearts of his opponents.
I don't look at life as being age. I look at life as energy. And you don't bring your age to the table, you bring your energy to the table.
Hey, brother, you looking good, Mike.
You're welcome. Mr. Tyson.
I can say this, my last fight, I didn't have no interest in doing it. I'm interested in doing it now.
But Jake Paul, he's not backing down. He's ready to step into the ring with the big dogs and show the world what he's made of. But here's the thing, this isn't some amateur exhibition match. No way. This is the real deal, folks. It's a professional boxing bout, sanctioned and everything. That means there's no room for messing around. It's all or nothing. For Jake Paul, this fight is more than just a chance to prove himself. It's a statement. It's about showing the world that he's not just some internet sensation trying to cash in on his fame. He's a legit boxer, and he's ready to take on the best of the best. So mark your calendars, folks, because July 20th is going to be one for the books. It's the day Jake Paul goes toe-to-toe with a living legend, and anything can happen in that ring. Don't miss out on the action. Grab your popcorn, settle in, and get ready for a fight you won't soon forget.
Careful on that uppercut.
Great smooth movement.
Helwani disputes headgear claims. Let's dive into the drama surrounding the upcoming bout between Jake Paul and Mike Tyson. Now, you might have heard some whispers about headgear being worn during the fight, but hold your horses, because combat sports journalist Ariel Helwani is here to set the record straight. Helwani isn't buying the whole headgear hype. He's calling foul on those claims faster than a referee in a title fight. According to him, this isn't no exhibition match. It's the real deal. We're talking about a professional contest here, none of that amateur stuff. But wait, there's more.
Netflix live combat sports. This is the first one. Is it the only one? Obviously, we know about WWE.
Paul is 9-0 in his boxing career. That fight will be live streamed July 20th.
Number 2, there's a 30-year age gap there. Number 3, AT&T Stadium. Number 4, Netflix.
It's going to be streamed exclusively on Netflix. The fight is Tyson's second boxing match since 2005.
Efforts are underway to get this match officially sanctioned as a professional bout under the Texas Boxing Commission. That's right. We're talking about crossing all the T's and dotting all the I's to make sure this fight is as legit as it gets. Now, you might be wondering about the nitty-gritty details like weight class, number of rounds, and how exactly this bout is going to be classified. Well, hold on to your gloves, because negotiations are still ongoing. That's right. It's like watching a high-stakes poker game, but instead of chips, they're betting on punches. So what does all of this mean for the big showdown? It means that things are heating up faster than a griddle on pancake day. With Helwani disputing the headgear claims and efforts to make this a professional contest, it's clear that both Paul and Tyson are gearing up for a fight that's going to shake the boxing world to its core. So grab your popcorn and get ready for a battle royale like no other. Because when these two step into the ring, it's not just about throwing punches, it's about making history. And with Helwani keeping a close eye on things, you can bet that this fight is going to be as legitimate as it gets. Netflix ventures into live sports. Hey sports fans, hold on to your hats, because Netflix is stepping into the ring. That's right, the streaming giant is diving headfirst into the world of live sports streaming, and they're starting with a bang, the Tyson versus Paul fight. Now you might be thinking, wait, isn't Netflix all about binge watching my favorite TV shows and movies? Well, hold on to your remote, because they're about to shake things up. With the Tyson versus Paul fight, Netflix is making its mark as a serious contender in the live entertainment market. But here's the kicker. This isn't Netflix's first rodeo when it comes to live sports. Nope. They've already dipped their toes into the water with a couple of other ventures, and let me tell you, they're making waves. First up, we've got a 10-year deal with WWE for streaming rights. Yep, you heard that right. Netflix is the new home for all your favorite wrestling action. From Raw to WrestleMania, they've got it all. And let me tell you folks, it's a match made in heaven. But that's not all. Netflix isn't content with just wrestling. Oh no, they're aiming for the big leagues. With the Tyson versus Paul fight, Netflix is sending a message loud and clear. They're here to stay and they're not messing around. This move isn't just about broadcasting a fight. It's about Netflix staking its claim as a key player in live event broadcasting. They're not just streaming content, they're shaping the future of entertainment. So what does all of this mean for you, the viewer? It means more options, more excitement, and more entertainment than ever before. With Netflix in the game, you can bet that the world of live sports streaming is about to get a whole lot more interesting. So grab your snacks, settle in, and get ready for a front row seat to the action. Because when Netflix is in the ring, you know it's going to be a knockout.
Get a break first.
Controversy surrounds age gap. Alright folks, let's talk about the juicy controversies swirling around the much-anticipated matchup between Jake Paul and Mike Tyson. This isn't just your run-of-the-mill boxing bout. It's got drama, intrigue, and enough controversy to make even the most seasoned fight fans sit up and take notice. First up, let's tackle the elephant in the room, the rules of the fight. Rumor has it there's some disagreement over whether headgear will be worn and if the gloves will be larger than usual. Heavyweight boxer Derek Chisora even chimed in, claiming there'll be headgear and beefier gloves, sparking a wave of ridicule and controversy. It's like a game of he said, she said, with everyone trying to figure out what's really going down in that ring.
And I come back again, a guy who's 24, fighting a guy who's 56. I'm like, fucking joke. You fight one of the greatest fighters and then sell out a big arena for no reason. I know for a fact they are using 18-ounce gloves and head guards, if I'm not mistaken.
Let's assume that there is going to be no headgear. I can't imagine that actually being the case,
But that's not all, folks. We've also got the age gap between Tyson and Paul causing a stir. Tyson, the seasoned veteran, and Paul, the up-and-coming challenger, couldn't be further apart in terms of experience and years on this earth. And let's face it, when there's a 31-year age difference between the fighters, you know there's bound to be some raised eyebrows and second-guessing. So what does all of this controversy mean for the fight? Well, it's got everyone talking, that's for sure. Some are questioning the legitimacy of the match, while others are just eager to see these two titans go head-to-head, regardless of the rules or age gap. It's a mix of excitement, skepticism, and everything in between. But hey, isn't that what makes boxing so darn entertaining? The drama, the intrigue, the controversy, it's all part of the game. So buckle up, because July 20th is shaping up to be one heck of a roller coaster ride, and we're all along for the wild, unpredictable journey. Dana White reacts. Let's talk about the big man himself, Dana White, and his thoughts on the Tyson versus Paul match. Now, if you know anything about Dana White, you know he's not one to hold back his opinions, and boy, did he have some things to say about this fight. First off, Dana's got some serious reservations about this whole shebang. He's not exactly jumping for joy at the idea of two fighters with such a significant age gap going head-to-head. We're talking about Mike Tyson, a living legend, stepping into the ring with Jake Paul, a rising star in the boxing world. It's like watching David take on Goliath, but with gloves instead of slingshots. And let's not forget about Tyson's age. The man's no spring chicken, and Dana's worried about whether he's still got what it takes to go toe-to-toe with someone like Paul. Sure, Tyson's a beast in the ring, but age catches up with everyone, even the baddest man on the planet. But it's not just about the fighters themselves. Dana's also got his eye on the bigger picture, the involvement of streaming platforms like Netflix in live sports broadcasting. He's raising some eyebrows and asking some tough questions about what this means for the industry.
Which is a new development, right? Them getting into live sports. Obviously, you have a TV deal coming up soon.
I think that Netflix should have gotten into live sports years ago. I don't know. Let's see what he can go in there and put together a training camp and come in. And I don't like to see guys fighting it. Personally as a friend, and he's one of my favorite athletes of all time. He gets mad when I do this, but Mike's 60, man. I don't know. What do you guys think about it?
Are we seeing the dawn of a new era where streaming services take over the world of sports broadcasting? Only time will tell, but Dana's definitely got his finger on the pulse of the situation. At the end of the day, Dana White's not just a CEO, he's a fan of the sport. And while he might have his concerns about the Tyson versus Paul match, you can bet he'll be tuning in like the rest of us to see how it all plays out.
A 31-year age difference during that fight. Just, you guys know what I think of that stuff. A 31-year age difference during that fight. Just, you guys know what I think of that stuff.
I mean, look at how he is now, right? You remember how he was then?
Of course.
You'd pants if this guy.
You know what I'm saying?
Can this kid fight?
Now, can he fight Mike Tyson? This is a different story.
No, we ain't saying Mike Tyson. Can this kid fight?
After all, when it comes to the world of combat sports, you never know what surprises are in store. That's all for this video, folks. See you next time.